right, Mr. Customer. I'd be glad to process that $10 million PO for you. Thanks and have a great day. Hi, I'm Arizona's Sean Thomas, and I'm applying for a position on The Biggest Loser. And if it helps my cause any, I can go back and edit that to say the greatest show ever in the history of television, The Biggest Loser. What I do here at my job is I sell the clients IT equipment all day. I sit here on the phone. It's a great job, but it plays havoc on the waistline. I started here 12 years ago, and I weighed 125 pounds. Not really, but I've probably gained about 200 pounds over the 12 years. It's a tough job on the waistline. There were a few years back where I actually had the opportunity to go out and visit clients, and that was really great. But even then, when I'm out and about, travel was difficult. Getting on planes, a lot of times I had to buy an extra seat, which ended up costing extra money out of my pocket, which kind of defeats the purpose of going out and making extra money because you're just spending it to go out and make it. So what I thought I'd do is just spend a few minutes with you and talk about some of the things I do, and some of the things in my life. And first, I thought I'd give you a tour of my cubicle here, where I spend 8 to 10 hours of my day, Monday through Friday. First, I'll start off with my ASU helmet. Gotta represent the Sun Devils, best team in the Pac-10 in the country. I have my Elvis Pez. I'm a big fan of the King. A couple years ago, got to go to Memphis with my boy Tyler and my wife. It was awesome. And I always got to have my Micro Mint toothpicks here. Got to be careful. I once knew a guy who lost out on a $40,000 PO because of a stray piece of spinach. So got to have these handy. Have a large jug of water here. I hear water's good for you, so I keep it full of water. Plus, I can't fit it underneath a Mountain Dew fountain, so that water goes in there. And one thing I would like to point out is my chair here. As you can see right here, here's an example of someone else's chair. This is the chair that's issued to the entire company. I have this chair because I went through about 6 or 7 of those, and facilities got tired of paying for them. So they went out and they ordered me this chair. It's the only one in the company, and while it's extra comfortable, it's also slightly embarrassing. So it's something I hope to change here in the near future, and be able to one day use one of the regular chairs on a more frequent basis. So that's kind of here in my cubicle. And what I thought we'd do next is just go and meet a few of my really good friends here, and listen to them talk about how wonderful I am. I'm here with my great friend Kate Burton. I work with her. We sat next to each other for a year or so.
At least.
Yeah, it was awesome. We work well with each other, we back each other's accounts up, but she's just awesome. I learned a lot from her, and she actually is the one that inspired me to go down the casting call last week and follow up with this video. So, what's your experience like been working with her?
Unbelievable.
I paid her.
My client's actually really like Sean, probably better than me. But no, he's got great experience. Our job is pretty sedentary, so it doesn't really give us the opportunity to work out a lot. We have to do it sore after, on a lunch hour maybe.
And it's always busy here, as you can tell.
It's always busy here. Unless you walk laps around the building, you really don't get a lot of exercise. You should take a picture of the cube. Anyway, so we sit a lot, but we talk a lot on the phones, and they feed us a lot. Last week we had 3 days where we arrived with donuts in the lobby, and there's food everywhere. We do have a great cafeteria though, and I would just like Sean to get all the help he needs to trim up and get out of pain.
So why do you think I should be on this show in particular?
Because you crack me up. I enjoy working with Sean because of his sense of humor. He makes all of our trainings fun, and I know his clients love him. Family loves him. People here too.
The unfortunate thing is making trainings fun means I'm rude to the trainer, but that's okay, right?
It's good. Yeah.
So I want to introduce one of my awesome friends here, Danny Jones. Me and Danny Danny and I had a great experience earlier this year where me and my family, we go to Rocky Point every year, and my wife and I had the idea of bringing down food to an orphanage down there, and I had mentioned to some friends that that's something that I want to do. And Danny pretty much took the ball and ran with it, and he has just such an amazing and awesome heart that between him and I, we ended up taking, I think I added up 120 pounds of meat down there, and easily a couple hundred pounds worth of canned goods, and he's someone I want to be more like. He's just got a great heart. I appreciate his friendship, and so I wanted him on here to kind of talk about why you think I'd be good at something like this, at being on a show like The Biggest Loser.
Well, he mentions his heart, my heart, but he's got a great heart too. And one of the cool things about watching The Biggest Loser is hearing stories, and the heart that he has for other people is, I mean, he's always giving, and he's given to the kids that he has in his home and kids across the border, and always giving. And I think it's time that, you know, we can try and step up and try and give back. And one way to give back is, you know, getting him on the show, and that would be awesome. So it'll only help him continue to give and continue to be in good shape and good health, so he can continue to do that. And he'll make for great TV, as you can see. Really funny, always has a good personality. So we'll have a room full of people, you know, at least that work here, that would love to root him on and vote for him.
Yeah, and I think he probably just wants me to win the money so he can take it from me in poker. But
yeah.
So I kind of wanted to show this ramp here. I generally use this ramp more than the stairs, just because I got my knee and everything. It's kind of tough to walk up and down stairs, and I have this recurring fear that when I'm carrying my hot lunch down the stairs, my knee will give out and I'll go sliding. But it kind of reminds me of one of my not so finer moments here at my job. A few years ago, we had a big rally at a big auditorium, and I was part of one of the skits, and so it was kind of like Price is Right, where they called your name, and you're supposed to jump out of the aisle, you know, jump out of your row and run down the aisle screaming and whoop and holler. And so as I proceed to whoop and holler, fell right on my face. I had too much weight, downhill, bad idea. And so I ended up falling, and there were parts of my backside that were exposed in front of 1,000+ people. So it was both epic and embarrassing at the same time. So now I want to introduce you to one of my oldest friends. I've known Billy for 12 years. We worked together. We worked side by side through thick and thin, and mostly thick for me anyway. And Billy's always been there for me. He's pushed me. We've done some weight loss challenges. In fact, we just got through one, and I can't remember who kicked whose butt on that one.
Yeah, that would be you.
Do you remember?
Yeah, you beat me.
I smoked
quite a bit.
Yeah, it wasn't even a challenge. But,
you had a lot more determination than I did. Trust me. Yeah, it wasn't even close.
But you know, we got football season. You know, otherwise the danger season.
Yep.
So that's one of the reasons why I kind of want to get on the right track here. But
yeah.
What's it like been working with me for 12 years?
Interesting.
I would say.
You know, to know Sean is an experience in itself. He's a good dude. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met. One of the guys, best friends I've ever had. You know, a couple times we lost connection, but as soon as we were back together, we hit it off right away. Like never missed any time. So I mean, there's been a lot of good times. We've had a lot of fun, you know, here at work and just hanging out too. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's one of the few relationships I've ever had here at work that's extended well beyond. Well beyond the workplace.
Yeah, not just a work friend. So yeah, definitely, he's a great guy.
And this isn't the last you'll see of Billy either. We'll be rocking out with some rock band, and you'll get to see that. But why do you think I should be on Biggest Loser?
Well, first off, personality. I think something that's great. He's a genuinely funny, genuinely honest and nice guy. He's always been there. He's got a lot of funny things to say and a lot of good times that we've had, I know. I definitely think he'd be entertaining and something worthy to watch. He's extremely determined. When he has his mind set on something, I think it'd be great to see him put put forth the effort that he's willing to put forward on this. He's been very excited to, when he told me he was going to try out for this, he was very determined that he wanted to be on this show. This wasn't a on a whim type thing. He was very determined. I think that would be one of the best things he can do.
And if there's any doubt about that, I actually passed up a weekend of steak and horseshoes up in the mountains with this guy and his awesome family.
We were gonna go relax and just veg out and eat as much crap as we wanted to, but he definitely he said he couldn't because that Saturday he had to go for tryouts for this. So, you know, I got to give him some credit for that. He has the willpower, and I think that would be something that might work out really well. So,
thanks, Billy. You're awesome.
You're awesome. No, you're awesome. No, you're awesome.
All right, now I'm here with Joe Lerner. She's also one of my best friends I have here. We also sat by each other for about a year, and it was one of my best years I ever had here. It was awesome. She's great. I've been able to mentor her in the ways of all things rock band and awesome. And I'm currently trying to school her awesome son in the ways of Iron Maiden and heavy metal. And just wanted you to meet her and let her speak a few words. And what's your experience been like having to work with me?
Well, I have to say the very first day that I ever got moved to the West Stadium was hard for me because my parents had gotten in a motorcycle accident and it was a hard day to come back to work. But I didn't know anybody. I just been at Insight for 6 months, and I was told I could go down to this desk down here, and I saw Sean and his array of items at his desk, and I was like, oh my gosh, what do I get myself into? And I sat down, and it turned out within a week it was one of the best things I think that could have happened at the time, because I spent a lot of time laughing and instead of thinking about all the other things going on. And now I look back on that time and I'm grateful for it. And yeah, he talks to my kid almost every day about some rock band stuff and also how to play corn toss. And now my kid loves the corn toss game because of it. So
her kid is Colin. 2 thumbs up. All right. So one of the things I love more than anything is ASU football. That only lasts for about 3 months out of the year. So for the other 9 months, I have to fill my time with another passion that I love, heavy metal. And since I'm completely unartistic and can't play an instrument, I have to live my heavy metal life through the game Rock Band. So I'm over here at my friend Billy's house, and we're going to rock out a little bit and show you how it's done. Let's hear it, Phoenix! Woohoo! Yes!